sound healing. Today we'll be doing 45 minutes of our mobility and yoga combination, and then a 15-minute sound bath healing. And today's class will be mostly lower body focused, so hips, hamstrings, glutes. We'll definitely hit a little bit of upper body, but definitely lower body spine focus. And if anything doesn't feel great for you, you can always choose an alternative, but it will be very restorative. And the last thing we'll do is we'll say our name and then the intention that you're taking into today's practice or this week. So I will go first. My name is Nikki, and the intention that I've had for this week is a lot of goal setting and planning, and one concept I've been doing is setting shorter term goals, but like really just executing on them and staying really focused. So I'm having a really focused week and carrying that into my day.
Amazing. Well, I'm Ben, and my intention is understanding myself a bit more. Be understood and what that looks like for oneself.
I love that. That's beautiful introspection, and you can use that hour, especially the sound healing, to discover that. And Thomas, how about you?
I'm Jeff.
Or sorry.
Oh, you're all good. And I'm looking to recenter today. I've just been working a ton and want to chill out and focus on what my priorities are. So.
Perfect. Recenter, you've got it. Thomas is also on the list, he's on the way. And we'll get started. So we'll start flat on our back. That could be, come on in. You can say your intention. We just finished.
Oh, my intention.
Right on the spot.
Patience.
Beautiful. I love that. We could all use some patience for ourselves and definitely for other people. So we have our lower body focus today. We'll have our feet hip distance apart, and let's all just get centered here. One hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Take a big inhale, filling your belly to the top. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and let it go. Again, big inhale, pressing your belly to the ceiling. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and release. We'll take one more breath together. Holding for 3, 2, 1, and let go. And our first one, we're simply going to start with crossing your left ankle over your right knee. Exhale and pull your right knee towards the floor. We're going to hold here for 30 full seconds. So jumping immediately into the depth of this stretch. Again, focus on our lower back, our hips, really the bottom half of our body today. Every exhale, can you pull that knee a little closer to the floor? Releasing that side and switching to the other side, right ankle over the left knee. Exhale and pull the knee towards the floor, lengthening through the spine. Trying to soften through the upper body. Just really allow this hour to be a reset for you, to have that patience with your body. Maybe it's a little tight, maybe it's feeling good. Just meeting yourself exactly where you're at. Releasing the left side, and now inching both feet to the outside of your mat, and then pulling both knees together. And another 30-second hold. This one you'll feel a deep stretch underneath those glutes into the hip sockets. And maybe with about 10% effort, actively pulling your knees towards the floor. Long, slow exhales. taking one more breath here. Get one more centered pose flat on our back, both feet together in a butterfly, and simply letting gravity pull the knees out to the side. So a really gentle pose here in this supine butterfly. Sending the breath to the lower belly. Just noticing maybe one side might feel tighter than the other. We'll get one last breath in this gentle pose. And now bringing both feet flat to the floor and starting with a few variations of our usual single leg stretches. Right leg up to the top. We're going to do a little bit of a static hold for our hamstring stretch. So taking that right shin and pulling your shin towards you, keep your tailbone on the floor. And we're going to spend 30 seconds in this hamstring stretch. Option to take a couple ankle circles here. A few circles each direction. While still pulling that hamstring, keep the tailbone glued to the ground. And maybe 1 inch deeper for one last breath. Grabbing for the edges of the right foot. Single side happy baby on the right, pulling that right knee towards your right armpit. And again, another 30-second hold. Really focused on keeping the tailbone glued to the floor. And sending your breath to your belly. Lower left side of your back stays pressed into the ground. And with every exhale, can you bring that knee just a bit closer to the floor? Coming out of that position, supine figure 4. Again, another 30-second static hold. I like to have my right knee into my right elbow. Exhale, pull your right shin towards you and hold as low as you can at the bottom for the full 30 seconds. Trying to relax through the upper body and drive that right knee away from you. Breathing some spaciousness into that right hip. Making those exhales longer than your inhale. And extending the left leg straight, supine pigeon. Keeping the right shin pretty much where it's at, and another 30 seconds here, static hold. Grabbing for that right foot, driving the right knee away from you. Making sure we're not holding the breath. And the last one on this side, extend the right leg straight to the ceiling, straight leg supine twist. So getting a little bit more into our right IT band. Pull that straight leg across the body. You might get a nice lower back crack or stretch there. And if this is too much, you can always bend the right knee. We're really aiming for a little added challenge with more of our straight leg variation. And about 15 more seconds to hold. Continuing those long exhales. Unwinding from that side. Placing both feet flat on the floor. And in between, one happy baby to reset the spine. Keep the tailbone glued to the floor, grabbing the edges of the feet.
Maybe rocking side to side. Already starting to feel the back and the hips open up a bit. Place the feet flat on the floor, and we'll repeat on our left leg with those static holds. Left leg comes up to the ceiling, flexing the left foot, grab the left calf, and then exhale, pull that shin towards your forehead. Keep the tailbone glued to the ground for length through the spine. And if you'd like, you could add some ankle circles in here to give those ankles a little extra attention. Reversing directions whenever feels best. Maybe one more exhale, pulling the shin just a little closer to your forehead. And from here, grabbing both edges of your left foot, left side, happy baby. Pull that left knee towards the floor. Great job with the breath. And make sure to keep the right side of your lower back glued to the ground. Stretching underneath that glute, a little bit of adductor here. Softening through the upper body. Crossing the left ankle over the right thigh, our supine figure four. Again, our static hold, so a little more challenging here. Staying in the depth of this figure four, driving that left knee away with the left elbow. Imagine sending your breath, love and patience with your body. Maybe your left side is feeling a little tighter than your right side. And just working towards that goal of improving that mobility, that longevity. And if you're here today, you are already working on just that. One more breath, and we extend the right leg straight, left leg stays in that parallel position here for our supine pigeon. Really getting into this left hip, this left IT band. Just scanning and noticing. We can relax and surrender a bit more into the stretch. Final one on this side. Left leg comes up straight, and straight leg variation of our supine twist, pulling the left leg across the body, looking over that left shoulder, and then trying to soften into the floor, not resisting the stretch, but instead seeing where we can let gravity do some of the work here. You reach that left arm a little bit closer to the wall, away from you. With each exhale, can you find a little more rotation through that spine? And unraveling from that supine twist. And then flat on our back, bringing our feet together, knees together, lifting your feet off the floor and hugging your knees in towards your forehead and towards your spine, and then rocking up and down in a tight ball, about 5 or 6 rocks, back and forth, rolling up and down that spine, getting that momentum, and finishing last in a crossed shin position. And simply folding forward over the legs, 30-second gentle fold here. Reaching the arms forward, long over the body. Just a subtle stretch to Decompress the lower back, the hips. Using this opportunity to scan your body and your mind, just to check in with where you are at. Simply pressing up to the top and switching to the other shin in front. One more gentle stretch as we start to ramp up after this. Rolling forward into that cross chin forward fold. 30 seconds to breathe. Seeing if you can let your body weight rest over those legs for 10 more seconds. Pressing back up to the top. First, we're gonna swing our legs around into our 90-90. We're going to get our 3-position 90-90 and also some internal rotation, which is the challenging strength and mobility ones that we've done in the past. But to start with our right shin in front, left shin back, exhale, forward fold over that right leg. Feeling that through the right glute. Inhale to press up. Exhale, reaching the chest long as you can over that right shin. Inhale to press up. One more. Exhale, reach over that shin. 30-second hold here. If you can, reach your arms long in front to really lengthen through that side of the body. Trying to center your torso over that right shin. Getting as much of your body weight onto that leg. Noticing if you're holding the breath. Trying to stay in a steady rhythm, steady flow. Pressing up to the top, we'll get our 2 other angles here, this time without a hold, over the right knee. Exhale, forward fold long as you can over that right knee. A little different sensation through the hip. Inhale, pressing up. Exhale, reach that torso long as you can through the spine. Inhale, pressing up. And now twisting over the right thigh, our spinal twist variation. Exhale, drop your left shoulder, look over the right shoulder. Inhale, pressing up. One more here, ring up that spine like a towel. Exhale, twist, dropping down. Inhale, pressing up. Returning back to our first position. We're gonna work some internal rotation of our back hip. You're gonna feel a little cramping through here. And what you're going to do, watching me first, is you're going to drive your ankle up. You'll feel this part cramp. You're gonna hold for 3, 2, 1, and we'll lower down, and we're gonna repeat that 3 times. Sounds simple, super challenging, and really good for your joints. So here we go. Keeping everything else nice and still, rotate your left ankle towards the ceiling, squeezing through that left side till it feels a cramp. Hold at the top. 3, 2, 1. Lower down with control. Try to keep your torso in the same spot. 1 breath. Exhale, drive that left ankle up. You're doing so good. Wait till that cramp kicks in. That means it's working. Hold. 3, little shaking. 2,
One, lower with control. Beautiful work. Take your time. One breath, one more hold. Exhale, lift that left ankle. Once you get to that cramping spot, lift a little higher. Hold. 3, 2, 1, and lower with control. Great job. And simply swing the legs around, switching to the other side. It's doing so good for the health of your hip joints there. Not super comfortable, but very effective. So here we go, left side. Exhale, lean the chest forward over that left shin. And inhale, pressing up. Exhale all of the air out. Great job with the breath, everyone. Feel the weight on that shin, and inhale, press up. One more with our 30-second hold. Exhale, reach that chest long. As we get down to the bottom, option to maybe stretch your arms out long. The goal here is to get the weight of that torso, that belly, that chest to help open up that left hip. And seeing if you can really relax into the stretch, knowing that you're really improving your joints, your flexibility, your mobility, just by being here today. Taking one more long breath. Inching our way up to the top, 2 more angles here over that left knee. Exhale, reach the chest long over that left knee. Inhale, pressing up, slightly different sensation here. Exhale, reaching long. Inhale, pressing up. Over the left thigh, a spinal twist. Exhale, look over the left shoulder, twist. Inhale, pressing up. One more, exhale, spinal twist. Inhale, pressing up. And now repeating on our right back leg, those internal rotations, feeling that cramping through the side of the hip. Really try to keep your torso and the rest of your body really still. Here we go, 3 reps. Big exhale, drive that right ankle up until it cramps through the side. Hold, 3, 2, keep lifting, 1, lower with control, 1 breath. Great job. Exhale, drive the right ankle up, squeeze. It should feel really crampy, a little bit of shaking. Keep lifting, hold. 3, 2, 1, lower with control. Just 1 more, subtle but very effective. Deep breath. Exhale, give it all you've got. Keep lifting, squeeze, a little higher, little discomfort. Hold. 3, little bit of shaking. 2, 1, lower with control. Nice work, very sneaky. Bring those feet together. We'll open the hips the other direction. So our butterfly, seated butterfly here, elbows into the knees, and then fold forward, pressing those knees away. You feel a nice stretch through the outside of those hips. Trying to pull your spine long, shoulders pulled down. 30 seconds here, driving the elbows into the knees, not forcing. And I love being able to hear your breath. That means you're breathing. About 10 more seconds, seeing if you can open the knees just a bit more. Gently sliding up and then bringing the feet in front. We're going to do an extra long forward fold, a full 90 seconds. Inhale to reach up and exhale, melt over those legs. And for these 90 seconds, this will be more of a passive hold. So no need to pull yourself into the stretch. Just really let your body dictate how low you go. And with each exhale, can you slightly lift your chest and allow it to drop a little bit closer to those thighs. And sometimes while I'm down here, I like to give the bottoms of my feet a little squeeze, if that feels good, and otherwise, no worries. And what can feel nice on the bottom of the feet is pressing the middle finger into the arches of the foot, kind of making your way up towards the ball of the foot, maybe grabbing the toes, and really that sensitive part right under the arch. Could definitely use a little TLC. Seeing if you can get your forehead towards your shins, just 15 seconds to go. Great job with this extended, long stretch. Slowly making our way up. We're going to bring our legs all the way out to our seated straddle, and we have one more 90-second hold here, folding forward into our pancake, down in the elbows or the hands. And again, really softening, not forcing this one, knowing that today's routine is really potent on the lower body. So really leaning into the discomfort, knowing the changes you are making by being willing to lean into the discomfort and surrender. Great work with the breath. You have just 30 more seconds. Can you maybe soften through the breath? Try to feel your body melt towards the floor. Feeling present with each breath. Final 15 seconds. And slowly inching up to the top. Great work on those deep hip stretches there. Using your hands to help bring those legs together, and then making our way onto all fours into our cat-cow. Just a couple brief cat-cows here to move the spine. Exhale, round up to the top, roll through those shoulder blades. Inhale to arch. Exhale, round. We'll get two more here. Inhale to arch. One more, exhale, round. And inhale to arch. And next we are going to press up and back into our downward facing dog and just starting to pedal out those heels. We're gonna get into a couple standing hip stretches as well, and standing lower body stretches, probably some new ones for a couple of you. And for now, just stretching out those calves, pressing the heels into the floor.
Eyes gaze up to the top of your mat. Jump or step up to your hands, toes facing in, little spinal decompression. Wrap the fingertips underneath the balls of your feet and round, pulling your spine towards the ceiling for just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the hands, and you're going to cross your right ankle over your left leg. And we're going to forward fold. What I want you to do is add a little bit of a twist. So inch your hands towards the right side of your mat, and then slight fold. You'll feel a little bit more through that back left hamstring. And a little stretch perhaps through the lower back as well. And just 20 seconds to hold here. Trying to let that belly melt on that right leg. Simply switch to the other side, crossing the left ankle over the right leg. Now inch your hands to the left side of the mat, so you get a little bit of a twist through the spine here. A little bit deeper stretch through that right hamstring, and then fold that chest over your left thigh. You guys are doing great with this lower body routine. Breathing into it, your body is going to feel so good. And uncross that side, staying in this forward fold. Lock out your knees, interlace your hands behind your back. Exhale, reach your knuckles towards the floor, a little shoulder stretch, a little hamstring stretch. We'll spend 30 seconds here. If this is too much on the shoulders, you can always release the hands, but a little bonus for the upper body to make sure you hit a little bit of that today. And if you need to, you can have a very soft bend in the knees, about 10 more seconds, hamstrings, upper back, feeling it. Make sure to breathe, almost there. Release the hands, grab your elbows. Last one upside down, ragdoll, sway side to side. Maybe shake your head, yes or no. Releasing any thoughts from the day. Release the elbows, and very gently we'll roll up to the top. You might feel a little dizzy after all that time upside down. But start to roll one single vertebrae at a time. And then your head is going to finish last. You're actually all going to find a place on the wall. We have some hip circles to do. So any wall close to you will be great. And you're going to start with your outside leg. So whatever leg is on the outside, we're going to make some hip circles, thinking about flexing through your body. These are called hip controlled articular rotations, working through our hip joint. So outside arm is going to be tight to the side so no one can push it down. You're going to lift your outside foot. Mine is my right foot. So I'm going to pull my heel up and in like I'm playing hacky sack. Drive your knee up as high as you can. Start to open your knee to the outside without moving any part of your body. Once you get to your end range, kick your heel like you're lifting up and over a fence. Keep your torso tall. Should feel very crampy. Squeeze your glute, meet your knees together. Great control, everyone. I can see you through my side view here. Keep your hips tucked, squeeze your glutes. Lift your back heel up and come back up and over that fence. You should be shaking. Do not lean towards the wall. Cramp through the middle. Ooh, yes. Knee comes above the waist. Return back down. Good. Deep breath. Just one more rep. All it takes is a couple. Breath in, breath out. Pull that heel up and in. Great control, everyone. Moving at the same pace. Knee above the waist. Open the knee to the side. Kick your heel up and over the fence. Do not move that torso. Fight through the cramp. Squeeze your outside glute. Knees meet together. Reverse directions. Keep the hips tucked. No arch in the back. Lift the heel back over the fence. Right there is super crampy. That means you are creating space. Knee comes back down. You might be sweating. and relax. Beautiful job. Turn it around. Other side. These are great to add to your morning routine. Here we go. Outside arm, flex it so no one can push it down. Start to lift your heel up and in like you're playing hacky sack. Knee comes above the waist. Open the knee towards the side. Beautiful work. Kick the heel up and over that fence. Crampy, do not lean. Knee comes back, squeeze the glute, knees meet together. Beautiful. Squeeze the glute, do not arch the back. Lift up and over that fence, fight through the cramp, little higher. Don't lean the torso. Knee comes back above the waist. Return back down. One breath, just one more rep. You've got it. Here we go. Pull that heel up and in. We are almost there. Knee comes above the waist. Open to the side. Last rep. Do not lean that torso. Kick the heel over. You should be shaking a little bit. Knees meet together. And last one, reverse directions. Kick the heel up and over the fence. Don't lean the torso. Fight through the cramp. Great pace, everybody. And return down. Good job. That's new for a couple of you. Come back to the center. Tuck your chin and roll down one single vertebrae at a time. We actually just have a few poses to go that flew by. Hands come to the feet, inching to a high plank, lowering down to a push-up, pressing up to an upward facing dog, and sit back into our tabletop. And we have just a few more poses to go, a few more long holds. Take your right leg, step it forward. Long lunge. We're gonna stay up on the hands today to be a little bit taller. We have a 1 minute hold, stretching our back left hip. Try to keep your shoulders pulled back, the crown of your head pulled tall. And think about pressing that back hip, left hip towards the ground. And seeing how much can you relax the front of that left hip. You're doing amazing. We've got just about 30 more seconds to go. Your lower body is going to be feeling so good. So stay committed to that goal, that reason you showed up today. I love hearing the breath. Stay with it. Stay with that intention. Anytime you feel the mind straying from this moment, just gently reel it back in. Having that patience, resetting the mind. Last breath here, and definitely a potent second pose. We're gonna finish strong here. Inch the ankle to the side, bringing the knee into a full pigeon, and you're simply going to fold forward, but we have a full 2 minutes at the bottom. So I'm really going to allow you to be with yourself. I'm going to stop talking for the next minute and 45 seconds, and I will let you know when we are complete. Just allow yourself to be. Almost there. Last 15 seconds and 2 final poses to go. Beautiful job, everybody. Slowly inch your way out of that side. Pressing back into a plank. Simply step left foot through. We're gonna repeat those last 2 poses. Outstanding work. This is not an easy routine, but you are showing up towards these goals, executing, giving it your best presence with each breath. Remembering to be fully here with your body, with the sensations. If you feel any resistance, just noticing it. Breathing in some resilience into your body. And just one last breath on this left leg. Beautiful job. Final pose, 2-minute pigeon on the left. Then right on into it, our final pose of the day before our sound bath. Adjust your body as needed, knowing each side, it's okay if it feels a little different. I will allow you to be with your thoughts, with your body, with your sensations for the next minute 45. Final 30 seconds, breathing a bit deeper. Final breath here. Whenever you feel complete, gently rolling into your Shavasana with your heads facing the top of the room, facing the bowls, flat on your back, palms facing up to receive, grabbing any water if you need it. And great job on that lower body routine, everyone. That was definitely potent on those hips. Just acknowledging you for showing up for yourself, middle of the week, making this a priority. And one thing about priorities, as we shift into our sound healing, is wherever you are putting your time, that is actually saying that that activity, that person, that commitment is a priority to you. So by being here today, you are choosing that you are a priority, as well as taking care of your body and your mind. So just knowing that by being here today,
You are one step closer to your goals, and you are taking the actions that are going to get you there. And we will get settled in, knowing that all you need to do is be open to receiving. And our intention for our Reiki infused sound bath healing is going to be goal setting and planning. So you can bring to mind perhaps a goal that you have, and using this space to envision yourself as if you have already achieved it. And with that, we will begin. As you continue to breathe into yourself, you breathe in this present moment, accepting yourself exactly where you're at. And as you exhale, releasing any judgments, just allowing yourself to be here now as you begin to focus your breath, your mind, and your energy on a certain goal that you have in mind. Whichever goal comes first to your mind, allow that one to be the one you focus on as it lands in your heart, feeling that spark of inspiration, of motivation, of passion and excitement that you bring to this goal, knowing that you feel drawn to achieve this and to make this a priority in your life. So start to imagine this goal of yours that has ignited exhale.